What is up, gents? DirtBag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but we got the clan boss going on, clan vs clan is going on, a lot of stuff is going on in the game. Supposedly there is a new fragment event coming up this weekend, so everybody should be preparing for that. But today we are going to be going over, I'm sure you guys have seen it already, but all of the new champions that are coming out. Not all of them, but it's like five new champions in the game. I'm sure they look freaking amazing, but I haven't really looked at their stats yet. I kind of just saw the pictures. Everybody's talking about them, so we're gonna go over a review of like what we think about it. New champs coming in, and yeah, let's get into it. So first off, we got this guy who's gonna be the fragment event coming up, which should be pretty, I would say easier, because you don't have to get bruised, you don't have to like level up the specific champions, you literally just need the fragments. So as long as you can do all the tournaments and be daily, raiding every single day, you should be able to get these. And I always say always get them. Like never try to skip a fragment or even a summon for these fusions. You never know when they're going to be good or viable. Maybe Pixneal might be good one time. We never know, but I would always try to do it. If you can do it, try and do it. It gives you something to do in the game as well. Like again, it's just a game, but have fun doing it. If it's killing you, or you have to spend money, don't do it. Just do what you gotta do, right? So Versulf the Grim, we're gonna call him Grim. So he's got a really good grin. If you guys could see that. So he's a Force champion, HP. Now, who was the last Force champion HP that we had? I mean, the only thing I can think of is he's a defensive champion, but he's got 27k HP. Skull Lord. No, he's attack. Mountain King. But HP has been one of my favorite champions in the game recently, but a lot of them are green affinity, so it's pretty cool to have a red affinity HP type champion. And for Knight's Revenant, so it's always good to have a Knight's Revenant, because Knight's Revenant is definitely one of the hardest faction wars to beat, unless you have Hegemon, obviously, or Faceless. Faceless makes it a lot easier, but still. So he's a Knight's Revenant. We got first one, which attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a provoke for one turn. Also place a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns, equal to 10% of their max HP. Wow. So it all depends on how much HP this guy starts with. So I can't wait to kind of see, if he has like over 25k, maybe 30k HP, that'd be insane. So 10% of his max HP on an A1, just 2-turn shield, boom, automatically. That sounds really freaking good. And a chance to provoke, which also is good. So then he attacks all enemies. Extra buff chance right here. Plays an extra hit on enemies under stun, freeze, fear, true fear, and provoke debuffs. Each hit is a 75 up to 100% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns. Okay, not bad. Pairing him with I'm sure there's a bunch of champions like that you can pair with provokes, true fear, freeze, stun, and fear. Sleep though isn't one, which kind of stinks. Like I'm not sure why they threw sleep out of there, because obviously I'm thinking like Prince Kaimar or something, like putting a sleep out. I guess because then if you hit him once, the sleep will go away. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. All right, so pairing him with other people that you get to, I'm not sure how much it's going to hit for, but you do have a -1 cooldown here. It is an AoE, so not bad. Oh, 3-turn cooldown right there. Place a 60% increased defense on all allies for 2 turns. Also place the ally protection, which most HP champs have, the ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. That's on a 5/4 3-turn cooldown, which is pretty good. So 3-turn increased defense and ally protect. Not bad. Passive, when hit, has a 20% chance of placing a provoke debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. Occurs once per. That's really good. Ally HP in all battles by 33%, which is also very good. So I think this guy would be good for Doom Tower. Just being able to put provokes out everywhere. Like provoking in Doom Tower waves, especially for Mortar Macabre. A lot of people are struggling with that, but if you provoke Mortar Macabre, he can't do his peril. So this guy will definitely take that away. And Mortar Macabre is a strong affinity. So maybe not. I mean, it's a 20% chance of placing provoke just on hit. So I like this shield, the A1. Yeah, he's not bad. I could definitely find a place to use them, and obviously probably Faction Wars would be good for that as well. Yeah, so not bad. And they all probably look cool. Like all these champions probably look amazing. We got a Griffin, so that's cool. We finally get a Griffin. So here's a Griffin. Spirit, Legendary Attack, Skinwalker. Skinwalkers do need one, right? For the boss. I'm just thinking Faction Wars. Brachus. Yeah, I think, yeah, because we don't have a lot of like hard-hitting DPS for the boss for Skinwalker. So here we go. Death Dive. So he's probably got the wings, which are going to be sick. Attacks one enemy, has a 30 up to a 50% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. The chance increased by 50% if they're under a hex. Here comes a hex, so we're trying to push hex. Places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 1 turn if the attack kills an enemy under hex debuff. Okay. Then this one, place a 30% increased crit rate buff on this champion for 2 turns. Then attacks all enemies. Has a 75% chance of placing a block active skills debuff for 2 turns, so 75 up to 100% chance if the target is under hex. So I guess you gotta pair him unless he puts a hex out. Place a 50% increased accuracy buff on the champion for 2 turns, then attacks all enemies. Has a 75% chance of placing a hex debuff. Okay, so they go 100% chance of placing hex debuff for 3 turns. Has a 100% chance of placing a fear debuff for 1 turn instead on enemies under. Okay, so pairing him with other hex people could be good, but maybe Relentless, this guy would be cool. So he's got a 3-turn cooldown, 4-turn cooldown, so he'll probably do this first. And then increase crit rate, attacks all enemies, block active skills for 2 turns if they have a hex. So yeah, you'd have to pair him to really get the most utilization out of this guy. Counterattacks with the default skill every time this champion loses 30% HP. So just instant counterattack, that's cool. Or, so no cooldown. Or more in a single turn, always counterattacks when attacked if 2 or more allies are dead. Huh, that's pretty cool. That's like the Griffin boss. So that's actually a really cool passive. So he's always going to be doing this. Chance to increase 50%. There's a perfect veil. Okay. So I wonder how hard this thing hits, just being able to counterattack every single time. Unique. I would say unique. Hex you need, though. I don't know if anybody else in Skinwalkers has the Hex. Are the new guys in Skinwalkers? I can't check. We're doing a clan boss. Okay. Unique. not my favorite, but I hear this chick is a beast, though. Void Support Barbarian. Nice. Looks sick. She probably looks amazing in game. Sun's Kiss. Attacks 1 enemy. Has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed. Great for everything. That's on the A1. 30 up to a 50% chance. Then place a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 1 turn. Also place a 15% continuous heal buff on 1 ally with the lowest HP. So just instantly puts out continuous heal. That's really cool. Probably really good for the... Well, boss is obviously the decreased speed, but can't be on the clan boss. But the heal on the clan boss will be good. Especially with the counterattack team. Attacks 1 enemy. Has a 75 up to 100% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack. Is on a 3-turn cooldown debuff and a blocked buffs debuff for 2 turns. Great for the clan boss. Also applies a debuff spread effect, taking 2 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies. Cool. So a lot of people getting the debuff spread in the game. So decreased defense and blocked it. Okay, so she can basically place it and also applies debuff spread. So I wonder if she like places it and then spreads it, or the dude has to have the debuffs already on them, and then you spread it. But last one, plays a 60% increased defense and a 30% increased speed on all allies for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Okay, cool. So no turn meter boost, but you get increased speed and increased defense. Has a decreased attack, block buffs, continuous heal, decreased speed. So definitely a support champion. Barbarians, good. Barbarians have such good champions. Like, so many good champions in the Barbarians. So she's a passive. Removes 1 random debuff from all allies at the start of each turn. removes 2 random debuffs instead from allies under continuous heal buffs. Wow. So it's like a what's her name? The spirit chick. No, crap. Doom Priest. It's like a Doom Priest. Just a better version. Increase ally accuracy in all battles. That is amazing. Alright, so she's going to be very, very good in Clan Boss. She's going to be very, very good in Doom Tower. She's going to be very, very good in all the bosses. Paired with other people that have continuous heal, like Bad Alcazar. Wow. She's probably super fast. Hopefully she's like really, really fast. She's a void, so she's going to be harder to get. Great support champion right there. That is awesome. Removes 2 random debuffs. But just innately, she removes 1 random debuff. So, dude, imagine her with Doom Priest. Just both those people in the same team. That's pretty cool. Doom Priest does heal every single turn, though, so that's good. Huh. Not bad. Not bad. He's got this big-ass helmet on his head. Grave Dirt, that's his name. Grave Dirt. Magic defensive Knight's Revenant. Another Knight's Revenant to match the dude we're getting up here. Attacks one enemy, has a 20, 30, 40% chance of placing a provoke, so same as the first guy. Plays a 50% decreased attack debuff for 1 turn if the target's under fear or true fear debuff, so can't work on the clan boss. Most bosses, I guess you can't have this. But Doom Tower, right, for the waves. This one attacks all enemies on a 3-turn cooldown. Has a 100% chance of placing 100% heal reduction. Okay. He's got candles and stuff on as his shoulder. He'll probably look really cool. Coffin Bulwark. Plays a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns equal to 30% of their max HP. So we just beat the boss, 59k for the clan boss. What do we got? Let's do hard. So we're just doing CBC, like basically everything we can. All right, we'll do that. Let's get back to this. All right, so this is on a 5-4 3-turn cooldown. Equal to 30% of their max HP. Also plays a 50% strengthen buff on all allies. Okay, so get hit less and shield. So this is on a 3-turn cooldown. Lasts only 2 turns though. So not really going to be used for the Scarab King. So that's gonna be tough. And this one, immune to fear and true fear debuffs. That's awesome. Whenever an ally's HP drops below 50% from an enemy attack, has a 50% chance of placing a fear debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. Whenever ally dies, has a 75% chance of placing a true fear debuff on all enemies. So a guy's passive like this is really freaking good, especially on like a Cardinal team. I wonder if he has to survive though for that to happen. Increase ally defense and faction crypt. Okay, so not bad. I gotta really test this passive out because this might be really good for a Cardinal team. Whenever an ally dies, see, like whenever an ally dies, I'm not sure if it works if him or not. I mean, he's not going to be good for a Cardinal team. Cardinal team is just to res up and just kill. But he could be good for maybe like a defensive team, like a really high resistance defensive team, where he just literally places a true fear when anybody dies or when an ally drops below 50% HP. Yeah, I don't know. It's nothing crazy. This guy is going to look sick. Is that like a Cobra? Definitely. Venomage. Support Magic Lizardmen. We don't have any revivers yet. Okay, so attacks 1 enemy 2 times, decreases the target's max HP by 75% of the damage inflicted while under a heal reduction debuff. So can the Scarab King have a heal? Yeah, I think he can. So this might be good for Scarab King. 100% chance. Each hit also has a 35, 45, 50% chance of instantly activating up to 2 poison debuffs on the target. Instantly activating up to 2, so it just instantly does poison damage. Holy crap. Attacks 1 enemy, has a 75% chance of placing, so 100% chance of placing decreased defense debuff. Wow. Also has a 100% chance of, wow. 3-turn cooldown. Wow. Okay, so clan boss, legit. This guy is gonna be insane. What? We were talking about this support magic lizardman who's gonna be insane for the clan boss. Sick, right? I know. Flesh melter venom.
Are you collecting cups?
Yeah. Attacks all enemies. Has a 75% chance up to 100. Dude, this guy has a 100% chance to do everything. Of placing, and not that many books, 4, 8, 12. That's amazing. Of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 3 turns. So you can't. Damn. Alright, so heal reduction not on the boss, but this thing is going to be cool. The instant poison damage. But the heal reduction doesn't really matter. This one's going to be cool. And this one attacks all enemies. Also has a 75% chance of placing 2 5% poison debuffs for 2 turns. Okay, so we're probably going to have a heal reduction on the clan boss for this to work. Yeah, so it's going to take up a slot, but he is doing instant poison damage, so maybe that'll make up for it. Enemies under heal reduction debuffs inflict 15% less. Wow. Alright, so we're going to want the heal reduction on the clan boss. Increase ally accuracy in all battles by 45%. Wow, this guy's amazing. Yes. Yep, yeah, this guy's going to be definitely sought after, and he's a blue epic, so a lot of people are probably going to start getting him. So that is, alright, so out of everybody, even the legendaries, I would say this chick is cool, but I'd 100% rather have this guy. I mean, why does people think? I mean, she's a void legendary, so the amount of people getting this person compared to getting this person, and this guy will just make a lot of new players, like the free-to-play accounts. Oh my god, this guy's going to be insane. Yeah, I think this guy's going to be my favorite dude coming out new. So there's a couple other miscellaneous stuff. This is cool that everybody's talking about. Summons Gomlock Skyhide from Fragments will be moved to part 7. So that is cool. Void Shards receive a summon times 10 option. Alright, so that's also cool for everybody who has a crap ton of voids. And some people they think times 10 pulls are better. So maybe once you get 10 voids, you can do 1 times 10 pull. And then this one, tapping the sell button in the artifact storage will no longer add the selected artifact or accessory to the list of items you wish to sell. That was doing that? This change should help players avoid selling on. Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing, so that's good that they fixed that. And then each player who are not part of a clan will be able to view information from clan boss difficulties and rewards. So random stuff. This is cool that they did. Adding times 10 option to the summon portal was cool, but I think adding this guy to the game is freaking insane. So let me know which one of these are your favorite. Let me know if you guys are excited about pulling these. Let me know if you guys are doing this summoning. Fragment summoning, because I definitely think you should if you can. I'm definitely going to go for it. But once this guy comes out, I'm going to level him up to 60 as soon as possible and do as many guides on him as possible, because hopefully this will help out a lot of people, new, beginning, and end game players. So yeah, I'm excited about this guy. So appreciate it, guys. Thanks for clicking on the video. Join the Discord if you haven't already. We're giving away account takeovers, team takeovers, 3v3, all that stuff in Discord. So let me know. PM me if you guys are interested. Guys, appreciate it. Good luck with everything, and we will see you in another video soon.